Theme song.
Welcome back among the stars, and unfortunately, things are not going well. We're ready to jump here. As the last time here, I'll pause the game and show you. As the last time in the last episode, we declared a ceasefire with the Slavers Guild so that they would stop firing upon us, and hopefully we could have picked their corpse. But unfortunately, we don't get to pick their corpse because they decided to jump out. So there's that jumping situation which we want to be able to fix so that we can successfully pick the husks of the ships that we destroy. But for now, I guess we are friends, even at minus 43 on the relationship. Oh man, the merchants hate us too. That's not good. We're going to have to work on our merchant relationship. And I don't so much care about the other ones, but I am getting close to that dark time where we may have to... wait, hang on. There we go. Where we may, unfortunately, have to attack the civilians. I don't want to. Oh, the slavers are now at war with me again. Okay, well, that's fine. I mean, it's not fine. It's very, very bad. I only have pistols, so there is no way that we're going to survive an onslaught yet. I need to figure out, I think maybe, let's just deploy in the middle, I guess. There's no point in picking, I suppose. So let's mine this and mine this. And hopefully, yeah, Frank, and then hopefully whenever Persephone, I think, is available. I keep forgetting if she's the one. She's the one. She's not the one. Steph. Nope. Lila. Lila is our researcher. So hopefully Lila can do some research as well. At the same time, we got a bit of overlap going, get this done. The power generator is definitely a priority. And I think the hyperdrive should be our next priority. It's just so hard to tell. Then I kind of want to come up here and get our chemical refinery done, because right now we can't even buy fertilizer. Nobody seems to be selling it, and we are out of fertilizer hard. So we only have a couple more meals left to make, and then we are going to try this algae dispenser that we haven't messed around with yet. I'm not looking forward to it. I'm wondering if my next chance at survival, or my next move, should also be the item fabricator. Hear me out. Because I do have one plastic, so maybe there's a way to make a decent weapon, a shotgun or two. I can't remember if it's 0.5, with some other stuff that I have accumulated over the days. So maybe there's a way out, where I can make some better weapons, and then we could start taking on some the slavers guilds or what have you. But for right now, yeah, Frank, have a seat. That was some good research. Yeah, get back to it. Yeah, oh yeah, he's changing terminals. That's fine. For right now, research is our only game. Just surviving and researching. That's all we can do right now. I guess we'll take a look at this claimable vessel. Maybe, hopefully, it's full of crap. I can't remember if we've done this one or not, but we are not mass supported. It is just not wise to backtrack at this time. I'm thinking today's episode, we should go explore this little rim world here and see what we can see as well. Oh, yeah. Oh, double research, baby. Frank, get back to work. We jump into the neighboring sector to see if there's anything there that we can get. Hopefully, I don't know what we're hoping to find, but our hauls have not been great off of these ships. And again, my situation is not ideal with, okay, Captain Annie, and yep, that's not it. With our ship's storage. I don't want to build more storage. I mean, I suppose we should. I don't want to build more because we are just so not mass supported. So I'm not stoked about that. I'm also kind of worried that maybe this is the mass capacity of the large engines as well. So maybe even if I do, invent hyperdrives, like larger ones that use hyperfuel, maybe I still won't find myself fully mass supported here. I might still only have 16 mass support. So, yeah, this ship needs some fixes fast. We need another engine or two here. So I should probably think about even moving those storages. And I could probably move them here. We're not really using this area. So maybe that's the best idea. Is to move that stuff and then find a new home for these things, maybe? Our hod pangers? Now, somebody's told me that you can abandon the crafts and then, get them back safely. I'm not sure. I've never tried that before. I've always tried to move fairly, relocate. It's not going to let me. Okay. It's not going to let me move this thing if I can't. I got to abandon it first. Okay, well, let's pause for a second and look at the airlock. If we put a hod panger here... Yeah, it doesn't quite fit. We need a bit more hull to move our Hodpangers over. Or we could try to find new homes for all these friggin' frigs. All these friggin' things. What we could do is get rid of this door. We don't really need that many doors into this room that has now become our sort of like whatever this room is. Eventually, I want it to hold power generation, but right now just the Energium, I guess. Oh, man, this is tough. Yeah, there's some tough decisions to make. I also need to find room for an energy refinery at some point, which I believe I have now. But, like, if I want to move into better power generation, I'm going to need all kinds of tech. Oh, no. Maybe we should get rid of this door, though. Let's get rid of that door anyway because we know it's a problem. Let's keep this door, which we know is only sort of a problem. And let's dive into this new alien vessel and see what's going on. Wondering how all of your lives are... Oh, my goodness. Okay, I was about to just check in with y'all. I see now that maybe I need to focus up. We're going to have some haulers for sure, I bet. The best thing they can do is just... Oh, my goodness, we got Steph down. Annie is not doing great. Oh, boy, this is bad. They've been overwhelmed, I think. I think they're getting overwhelmed by bugs right now. We do not have... Okay, Annie, what's your deal here? We do not have the med beds available to save you all. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. That's bad. And yet we continue to explore the ship. And you know why we continue to explore the ship? Because we don't have other options. There's going to be haulers on this thing for sure. And then our folks are dead meat. It's an open wound that's regressing. Oh, no, we have an open wound that's regressing. This could be bad. Unless we deal with that, we are going to lose Lila because we don't have med beds. Should we even keep looking? Should we even keep exploring? I mean, there's some good stuff here. It looks like there's good stuff. Oh, boy, I don't think this is a good idea. Let's keep looking. We haven't seen any ships with eggs, which to me is kind of a good sign because it's like, okay, we're not going to see any ships that constantly spawn new alien bugs. We're just going to run... Man, this ship is a good haul if we could just get it. Okay, we did it. Okay, this is good. Oh, I wish I could have that. Oh, that's just a tool fabricator. Never mind. Okay, this seems like it's going to be a good haul. I'm really hoping. Let's take a look. We've got some fertilizer. We've got lots of food, some more plastic. Yeah, this was a decent haul. I think it was worth it. I'm a little worried about our regressing wound situation. Let's get our energy scrap. And that's it, because, again, we don't have a lot of room in this ship. So let's pick that up and hopefully save their lives? Annie and Steph? What's our deal here? Okay, you guys are going to be fine. Annie, come on, walk it off. Walk it off, Annie. You can do this. It's just a couple hundred monster bites. It's just almost 20 monster bites. I'm sure you're going to be fine. And a protein deficiency. Uh-oh. That's not good. I'm not getting enough protein, and it's affecting my recovery rate. Okay, good to know. So protein lowers your recovery rate. That's something good to know about and good to prepare for. Oh, boy. Yep, times are tough in Space Haven. How many times do I say that per episode? I don't know. It's a lot. One thing I like about the HSS Kirby so far is I have found that they are fast. They're a fast crew. They work hard, and, you know, I admire them for that. I don't know if it's a good idea. We're going to have to let them sleep it off or something and get their stamina as high as possible. We have two derelict vessels here. This is a bit of a ship graveyard, not caused by me, which to me means it's probably caused by some other horrible stuff. So I am a little concerned about what we are looking at here. Let's let them sleep for the night and try to get that stamina back up, and let's see if their health recovers as well. Lila did have... I think it was Lila. Yeah, she... Oh, no, wait, it was Persephone. An open wound, and her open wound seems to have healed. So that's good. I don't think it's doing anything to her. Low energy, minor discomfort. We keep having a protein problem. I think that the nuts and seeds grow slowly, so now I've taken out one of our fruit-growing pods, and now we're just growing seeds. 3 rounds of seeds in there. So hopefully those nuts and seeds will help. I guess the fruits must grow like crazy. That's what it must be. So we'll see if that helps balance out our little insufficient available resource situation and our protein. We do have 2 more fertilizer. So here's hoping. Here's hoping that fertilizer is going to save our butts. Let's do some exploring. Oh, this thing looks like a maze. I am not looking forward to these 2 ships. Wish us luck. Wish us luck. It is a new day, and our intrepid crew is ready to go aboard the CNHS Yen Lo Wang. It is a very scary-looking ship, and I'm going to need you all who are currently watching this episode to pray for me. Pray to your many gods or to your one gods, whoever you pray to. Because I am stressed. We have not been getting some good turns in this game so far, and this ship feels to me like maybe this is finally where we're going to see the haulers? I don't know. Or maybe we're just still in safe territory, and that makes me terrified because that means that... Oh, wow. Wide open. I see what's going on here. Things are getting bad. Okay, I know what we need to do. Let's crowd back into here and get ourselves like a shooting array ready, because that means... Because this way, they're going to like pile into the doors, I think. All right, Lila, let's get you like... Can you go there? How do I make you go there? I guess there's nothing there, so let's put you over here. Yeah, okay, so one at a time, we're going to open the door here. This is going to be good. We're going to open the door, and we're going to, there we are. Right through the doorway, we're going to blast these suckers. I refuse to get bitten by that many spiders at once. Come on, Annie. Go lead some more to us. There we are. Hang on. Lead them. There you go. Oh, you got a bite. Okay, not great. Let's pull you back through here. This spider surely will not survive this move. Good move. All right, good. Annie, let's go kite another one. Now, is this amazingly solid content? No, but this is how I have to do things when I have a pistol. Like, what else do you expect me to do? Like, look at that range. Oh, good shot by Annie, though. Nice. Like, that was... Okay, that's some solid content right there. I'll tell you that much. I'd subscribe to watch that. I will say to all the new folks that are subscribed and watching, thank you so much, and I hope you're enjoying the channel so far. To all the ones that are still subscribed, I'm glad you stuck around. Let's keep playing this game together. Look at the size of this ship. There is nothing on this ship. It is a beautiful, like, long ship. I love the, I think this was something that Axel had mentioned a while ago, that they're looking at making ships that have more fighting options to them. So ships that seem a little more like wide open, and you're going to need some like ranged solutions. Annie, no! I'm so bad with Annie. Gonna get Annie killed. There we go. Let's pull Annie back, actually. Let's have Annie bring up the rear now. I think somebody else needs to step in. All right. Careful. Okay, I see some items here, but again, not very much. But I do like the different shapes of vessels. No longer do we have vessels that are just... okay, good. Open wound regressing, but that's the spider that has that. No longer do I see vessels, alien vessels that are just like tiny little, like, you know, shooting fish in a barrel, spiders in a barrel type situations. No, now it's actually, oh, who do we have coming in? We have the Slavers Guild and the Android Collective coming in. Okay, this could get a bit spicy. Let's find out just how spicy it gets, because I definitely want to stick around and I want to chew through these ships. The CNHS Lo Wang has been explored. What do we have in this thing? What do we have here? Some nuts. Oh, 2 more fertilizer. That's not horrible. I don't hate what just happened here. Let's make sure we get our energy scrap. I had some hull scrap because we want to keep rebuilding our hull, and we are not getting to manufacturing for a long time. Maybe we even need tech and soft. We just don't need infra scrap, I don't think. No, we have way too much infra scrap. I have no room on this ship for that. So let's all mine that stuff and salvage that stuff. Let's undraft you folks. Bring you over here and get to work on that. We have 7 hours until the slavers and the androids show up. Hopefully the androids and the slavers hate each other and they start firing, and hopefully we can outlast their attacks. Because if we can, then we're going to get a big payday. Now, I don't know if we go to a tactical map here or something. Is there a way to bring up... No, there's no way to bring up my actual hull stability points here. But again, I do have quite a lot. This feels quite tanky to me. So let's find out. Without shields, if we can withstand a little bit of an onslaught. If not, we're going to have to be ready to go. So I think with like 4 hours left, I think I should spool up the engines and have everybody stay home and make sure... Oh, get that air oxygen quick. Get the oxygen. Did you guys not get oxygen? No, okay, they got oxygen. They're fine. They've just loaded up the ship as well. Okay, so I don't know why Annie's decided to leave, but everybody else is going to do some more work. Good for them. All right, 4 hours left, and then we've got to get on board this ship in case we need to make a hasty retreat. Get all you can, folks. Get all you can. Our Annie, our captain, is heading back to the ship. We have the jump drives spooled up and ready to go. We got, what did we get? We got very little. Whoa, look at the size of that ship. Oh my goodness. We have left behind, that sucks that we're leaving that behind. However, let's take a look at this battle here. I mean, this ship looks amazing. I love this ship. Nice big weapons here. I don't know how long it's going to stick around, but they are certainly not going to last long, and we are holding fairly steady against their one gun. I think they're going to jump any second now, unfortunately. And we just don't have the power to go after them. We don't have the guns, but maybe if we can get these guys to get destroyed. If we can get them to get destroyed, yeah, that's a proper sentence, then we can take them on. Now, another thing, honestly, like, I don't want to leave them behind. That's the thing. I definitely want to do, we could just do a shields and energy. I think maybe we should even think about researching that quicker than maybe the other stuff. Because if we can chase these guys around this star system and just finish them off, this could be a first big kill for us. Yeah, there they go. They're jumping off. All right, I'm going to power down my hyper jump drives. We need to figure out a way to get these folks destroyed, because that is they're so close to being destroyed. All right, ACS Trelona, what do you have for me? Do you have any fertilizer? Please have some fertilizer. Ugh. All right, we got some food here. Could be good. We don't really need this stuff, but I kind of want to start stocking it a little bit. We should probably get those. I mean, it's stable now. Our power situation is stable, even though it's a dirty way to make power. And we should probably get some water. We should always be thinking about our water. And maybe some carbons. How are we doing for carbon? We'll get 1 carbon. No, let's get this 10 stack of water first, and then we can see if we have enough money or something to trade left over for that. I noticed that the energy blocks are fetching a high price, as are the tech blocks, which weirdly we have a lot of. We got a lot of tech blocks. We have a lot of tech blocks and no research. We'd be in a much better place if we just had a bit of research. Let's see. How much can I get for these feet? It's not really helpful. That's kind of a waste of money, but let's see if we can give them maybe a couple of tech blocks to back up that sale. And let's do that. So it's a small trade. We're making a tiny profit. Not really that much. But it keeps us going. Anything to keep this bird in the air. Keep those suggestions coming. Keep those title ideas coming for this ship. She's a beautiful ship, and I want to see her well named. Let's give them like a hull block and maybe 1 more tech block. Ugh, those tech blocks. Plastics fetches a high price. We could do that. And we could sell off our 1 hyperfuel. That's the other thing. If we move over to hyperfuel engines, that means we need to refine all of that, which is going to take a while. Okay, let's keep that in mind. I say to myself, who absolutely will keep it in mind now. Let's at least sell some of this. Okay, we're going to take a little loss here. We've got a decent amount of... Well, we don't have that many credits. That's fine. That's fine. We need to keep this bird in the air. That's all that matters. All right, our power generation research has completed. I think it's either hyperdrive, or it's chemical refinement. At which point we could also even try to make plastics and things. Like, this could be a ticket to making some money, actually. Could be good. Water collector is pretty good. I mean, everything is critical. That's the thing. At the end of the day, all of this is very critical. A metal refinery, CO2. Okay, we've researched all of that. No, we haven't. We don't have any of this. We don't have a CO2 producer or a composter. Oh my goodness. Oh boy. Okay. But also, I do think a weapons console and an energy turret would be good. Self-propelled guided explosive mission should hopefully ruin someone's day. Good. Energy turret. Fires an impulse. Also concentrated energy at a target, stripping its shields. Turrets are operated by the weapons console. Yeah, it would be nice to be able to do this. I think we've done advanced. So we have everything we need. We just need to research. And then we need a weapons console. We need a lot of building before we can do that. So I think the next thing to research is probably going to have to be the chemical refinery. That's the one that's going to cost us a lot of water, a lot of issues, because while we're having people eat, algae, which is gross. We have a little bit of fertilizer. We have one here, and I believe this ship here has 2 that we're about to claim. So we're limping along. We're doing okay. Man, I wish I could see inside that thing, and I certainly don't see myself attacking it anytime soon. Now, I'm doing a bunch of weird and stupid trades, but one of the reasons I'm doing that is because I can't really do anything with this biomatter. Also, how useful is biomatter? I don't know if this counts as, like, cheesing the AI, because anybody who's anybody wouldn't trade me, I don't know why they're not just refusing me this sale, but this is going to just load us up with trades for a while, this other ship that's come in. We're going to make a little bit of cash off of it, and then we'll see if I want to do any trading for that cash. But for the most part, I'm just happy to build up at least a little bit of wealth and empty my ship of all that crap. Maybe we'll even get rid of some, I don't know, should we get rid of some of this infra scrap? Infra blocks have a way of sneaking up on you where you'll need them all of a sudden. So let's not do that, actually, but let's definitely make this room on our ship. I love it. And no, let's not sell anything else. Everything else seems useful to me right now. Do we have any monster meat or? No, it doesn't look like it. All right, a lot of trades to do and a lot of mining this stuff to do. Then we're going to check out this ship. Hopefully it's full of, I don't know, other people? Some sweet guns? Uh-oh, we got to get this thing repaired. Who can I assign to repair that? Maintenance. Nope, not a skill 1. Not assigning no skill 1s to that. Okay, we'll have to wait until somebody better comes back. All right, I'm thinking it's time to start thinking about, like, how am I going to refine all this energy? I think I could get one right here if I dismantle this stuff, and I might move this fella over to there. That's going to give me my energy refinery area. Maybe I could put the recycler in here as well. Maybe start to think about making this like a nice cleaned up area, because I think the important thing to do right now is try to get onto a better energy usage system. I just don't think this is worth it in the end. So we do have, let's take a look here, power generator. This generates 15 energy as opposed to this, which only generates 10. 0.0013 crystals. This goes 0.002 energy rods. So how many energy rods become a... I can't do the math on that. Is that actually... Okay, 0.5. So 1 energy crystal becomes 2 energy rods. However, we go through energy rods a little faster than this thing goes through energium to produce 10. Unfortunately, I think we are also pulling down. We are consuming 10. Generating 8.9. We can generate 20. We are consuming 10. But we don't have this running, and we don't have this really running right now. So if I put in an energy generator, we're still going to need an energium power generator. We could stop it, though, and that would stem sort of the amount of stuff we're eating through our energy here. Also, where does it fit? So this could fit right here, potentially, if we, like, move this over. If we move this sucker over, or move it somewhere else, I think right there is okay. We can move it there, and then have some room here for our power generator. Then that kind of gives us our generation room, at which point we can then dismantle this fella, and probably put the chemical refinery here once we get that done. Let's definitely get the resource, and we definitely need better Hyperium drives, yeah. So let's get ourselves the energy refinery, and let's think about what our resources are like. 11 of these, 9 energy blocks. So eventually, we're not even going to be able to get out of building, like, some new hyperdrives. We're not going to be able to get out into the better stuff, although I'd like to as soon as possible. Minus 60. It doesn't even tell me how much hull support it provides. So we're flying blind. We're gonna build major hyperdrive improvements and then hope for the best that it helps sustain this ship. But the other thing I think I could do is clear out this area here and then get some more engines built. I'm gonna need 4 at least. And in my in my previous experience, 4 has been enough for like a late game ship, at least, of a certain size. Let's definitely build this. Let's wall this off here. So let's get this room all kind of sealed up and hunky-dory. We could also move this wall to there, put the door right there. So let's see if that... Eventually we could move this door over, maybe. Like I could budge that over. We can sort that out. But again, this isn't the final design. I mean, it's not the final design for anything, really, in this ship. None of this ship is final design right now. Oh, God. Oh, God. All right, let's let Annie sleep it off. Let's let them get a bit more stamina because I don't want them getting injured as they explore this next vessel. I'm a little worried about our Energium situation. We are chewing through Energium fast. So I'm going to buy a bit, and I'm going to eat a little bit of a cost here, at least to get that Energium on board. We have the power generator about to come up. This room here is sort of okay. It's kind of like our power, whatever this room is. I'm not even sure what you'd call this room. Oh, what do we got here? No safe path for Aura. Aura to do what? What are you trying to get to? Aura, you're going to be fine. Get over yourself. I don't know where you're... Okay, let's pull up this thing here. You can get anywhere on this ship that you want. I believe that you are okay. I believe in you. Now, these two are close together, which is also dumb, and I can just feel Team Fiasco yelling at me about that. But I think if I power these links down... Oh, we're going to probably lose power in this area. That's okay. We'll use another power block or two to make sure this area gets filled up. But we now have a power generator able to do a little bit better than we were doing before. Now, what are you connected to? You're connected over here to that. So let's connect this thing up to this instead of to this. So let's sever all those connections and pause the game, of course. I'm not sure what I'm looking at here. Let's sever this one to this one. And let's get this guy connected up to this and this. And probably over here. So that's 3 of 3. So this could go out to there. So that's not bad. So we get a little redundancy there. Not too worried about that needing to be fixed. This is 3 connections, and this only has 1. And we kind of want this actually to get connected up to a major power node as well. So let's do 1 to here and 1 to there. So like let's make sure that like some power nodes are getting good distribution. And then we also need some more power nodes in the future, but that's pretty good. So now we can actually dismantle this one. And now we've switched over a little bit. So we have 23 energy rods for this guy, and we have 18 energium left for this one. If we're careful, we can do this. If we're careful, we could eventually probably switch over both of them. Have I done this right? Yeah, so we could easily switch those out and get 2 power generators going up for 20 production. But right now, I'm just going to sit with this because we can use both of these to produce power right away. And is that dumb? I just can't do the math yet. I can't do the math and find out. I feel like this is more efficient. It must be. It must be. Otherwise, why did I spend so much time researching it? All right, now, what are you up to? You're probably finishing a trade, and you are done, I believe. So come on back. And I guess we need to let them sleep. I really want them to not die on the next away mission. Have a good snooze, you murderous ladies. Has our luck changed? I do not know, but the Slavers Guild is on their way. I have 5 hours away, just as I head off on my away mission, mind you. They are 5 hours away, and they're about to deal with the Android Collective and the Merchant Federation. Let's take a look at the Merchant Federation ship. They are in a clunkier-looking ship, but also armed to the teeth. I just don't think they're going to be able to last that long. I don't know what their hull is at anymore. But I certainly know it's not full. So this could be the one where they stay. Could they join this ship graveyard? I certainly hope so. If they do, that means the next thing that we are going to have to do is board them and try to sort it all out. Hopefully we can get a few prisoners. I guess we're not ready for prisoners yet, are we? Never mind. Let's keep our eyes on the prize and make sure that this ship, that's a lot of spiders, is ready to receive a warm HSS Kirby welcome in the form first of bullets. Come on, folks. All right, Annie, let's... no, you guys just deal with these bugs. Team 2, come up to here. Team 1, pop that door. Check inside here. Okay, we're good. Team 2, advance. Team 1, fill in. I can't wait to get... I'm going to try to get some more tactics like this going on. Once we get a bigger team, and once it's time to take on the space stations and stuff, oh, you better believe we're going to be fighting. Oh my, this ship is also really cool. I love the new ship designs that they've loaded up. These derelict vessels are no longer an easy... Oh, did we leave something behind? We still left some credits behind? No longer are they just kind of formulaic. No, now they are a little bit intense. Come on, roast that bug. New data log. Okay, you know what? We got to read the data log. Sometimes I do while I'm waiting to harvest a ship. But I don't know. Let me know if you want me to read them while we're playing the game. I assumed that you wouldn't, really? Oh, no. Persephone? I got a little spicy for Persephone. Persephone, but it was okay. It was okay. All right, let's get in here. Persephone, good. All right, we got another bug. Dispatch this bug with extreme prejudice, which I don't really know what that means. Like, I know what the word prejudice means, but I don't really know what, like when you do something with extreme prejudice. Does that mean you do it while being, like, kind of a bad person or something? I'm not really sure. I think no, because to me it doesn't mean anything negative. Or like, in that expression, it doesn't really mean anything negative in my mind. It means, like, more like, do it really well. Give me some credits. Yeah. We're doing okay for credits. 2,100 credits. We have done that sale. So that's okay. It looks like this ship is going to have some okay supplies. I think it might be more valuable to, like, do some harvesting of it, some salvage. We're going to get a lot of salvage out of it because this looks like a lot of... Oh, go get that. This looks like a lot of, like, tech salvage and lots of infra salvage. I think maybe we should do it. We're always kind of going through infra blocks, like I've said in the past. But the real drama is not what's on this ship, which is... it's not bad. It's not bad. I'm not going to say no to this ship. That's a useful haul. Let's just get it all. Very little hull scrap. That's fine. No, the real drama is in 2 hours when the incoming slave ship finally arrives. And they're just about here, but the MFS Aristocratus has left. So all that's left is the Android Collective. And they did a good job. They've got some pretty powerful weapons here, lots of big shields, so they did do a good job. They also have a force jump, which I don't know what the force jump is. I can't remember. Leave in a comment below if you can remind me what the force jump's job is. But here we go. The SGS Lucky drops down right near me and is, I assume, going to start unloading on me. The Trelona is my only hope right now. Will the Trelona help out, or will I take way too much damage? I haven't really thought this out, have I? Unless the android starts firing pretty soon here. Let's decline. I want to stay enemies with them. Can you guys fire on them? Do they have a ceasefire? They might have a ceasefire with the... crap. I think they have a ceasefire. So that means... And their hull is building and their shields are holding steady. Oh, no, they did. Either they've established a ceasefire or these folks aren't powering up. Androids, come on, you're supposed to save me. All right, I guess we need to power up our hyper jumps. Oh, or not. Man, those guys are skittish. They just decided to take off, I guess. All right, well, no thanks to you, androids. You jerks. Are they doing anything? They would go derelict, I think, if they had nothing left going on. So I don't think they're derelict. And I definitely don't want to board and find out because that'll declare war on them. However, really could have used your help, folks. Really could have used your help, androids. That's okay, they left. Those, the cowardly slavers have left. And left me to pick the bones off of this ship. So that's good. And what we need to do next is, I think, get ready to fight them ourselves. I think they're weak. So I think this is our only chance to get them. Is by powering up, researching an energy turret. which is going to take a lot of research to get done. Oh boy, we are a ways behind. That's one thing I found with Alpha 10 is that it is definitely making the it's making it a tougher slog. Not in a bad way. I very much enjoy it still, but it is definitely a little bit more like, oh, I don't know. Are we going to make it? Come on back, slavers. Okay, we are just about out of this space region, but it became popular. It's a bit of a party right now. Look at the size of this ship here. Oh my goodness. What are these guys up to? The Mass Thumpkin. That's a good name too, the Mass Thumpkin. So we're going to do a little trade with them, and then we are going to move on as our research continues. We're almost done here with the chemical refinery, and then we can move on to the guns. Ooh, some fertilizer. Should I buy this fertilizer? That's kind of a waste of credits right now because we are about to come across a whole bunch of stuff. We're about to come across... Oops, sorry, I just moved my mic. We're about to come across all kinds of chemical refinery mints. We got 11 raw chemicals. We have 3 fertilizer right now. Eventually, we'll have a chemical refinery. I don't think I'm going to waste my money on that. However, 12 of this. Water energy rods are probably a good idea. 100 is pretty expensive. Pretty darn expensive. Let's buy some ice. Okay, no, I don't want to buy one. I was about to buy one. Let's buy some rounds of ammunition because we're going to need those. Let's buy 2. Oh, this is expensive. This is getting expensive. We'll find something to trade for it. Maybe some medicine would be good too. Oh boy, what do I trade though? What is worth it? We have a lot of oranges. Let's give them some oranges. Maybe 1. I don't want to do that either though. Can't sell the valuable stuff, obviously. That would be very silly. This does produce energy scrap. Some tech scrap would be good. I think that's just infrarods, though, when you recycle it. Let's just do that. So it'll cost us 500 doubloons to get another energy rod. Man, that is not a great trade. I did it anyway. Whoops. Small little piece of extra advice that I've discovered here. The... energy scrap, when you recycle it, it doesn't produce 0.1 energy rods anymore. It produces 0.2 energium. So they changed that a little bit. There's a little something that I did not see coming. I don't hate that change, though. It makes sense to me, I guess. Yeah, because it's scrap, so you'd have to, like, refine it again. That just makes sense to me. All right, this trade is almost done. We got to move on. I'm thinking I want to make a little room here to either move these airlocks out so I can put in another engine, or, you heard me. Also, I want to get ready for to have a gun here. So I'm not sure what the overall shape of this ship is going to look like. I think we're heading into that period where you start to kind of like improvise a little bit, where you're trying to figure out what you want to do, but you don't fully know what the plan is. So I'm thinking like we just need a little bit of space at least is the thing. So maybe something like this for now. Just bring this ship. Oh dear, whoops. Bring the ship forward a bit, and let's see if this is anything. Is this anything? Is this a design? If the ship comes forward a little bit, maybe it's got like a little bit like this. All right, so we're going to create a little front piece here, and I think that's enough for like a gun or 2. Probably just 1. And maybe we can get the hod pangers out there. So maybe we need to do this here, a little bit of hod panger space. Bring this forward a bit more, and then do this whole funky thing here. And then do 1, 2, 1, like this maybe. Okay, let's see. That's hopefully there's some room here for hod pangers. There is room for a gun, and it also kind of looks cool. And it is doable in 7.8 hull, so that's not ideal just yet. Let's see what kind of hull scrap we have. Oh, we have tons of hull scrap. Are you kidding me? Tons of hull scrap. How do I, like, upgrade this thing's logistics? No, jobs. Industry assign, overview. Somewhere in here. I forget where it was. Oh, there we go. Customs, okay. Let's put it on high. Customs logistics priority. Like, let's get to work. You know what I mean? Like, let's do this. While, of course, we do everything else. It looks like we're just finished stripping the stuff here. And our research is getting close. But you know what I did as well is I've also lowered... or raised people's tendency to research. So these level 1 researchers are at least going to do a little bit of researchering, while these level 3 guys do the level 3 stuff. I could even consider, so for example, logistics. Like, Steph doesn't have too much going on. I think maybe, yeah, because Annie is the better builder and the better in maintenancerizer. So let's boost Steph's research. And maybe, no, we'll keep, she's got a skill level of 3 in both of those. So let's keep those up. And no construction is happening right now, so that's fine. Bad mining. Oh, it's tough. We don't have a lot. We don't have very good miners. We have one skilled miner here, but we really need them to focus on botany as opposed to mining. Okay. Okay, this is coming along well. We're going to keep upping our hull blocks here, and maybe I'll just activate this chunk. 7.8. Ah, come on. Let's go. I hesitate to activate it because I don't want to slow everybody down while we deal with stuff that we first need to do. Whew. Space Haven. More like space shore prioritizing. Am I right? We almost got everything out, but Captain Annie insists that we take to the stars and look for more resources. I almost said research. I mean, we were looking for it all. Now, I'm pretty sure I've been to that one, and so we're going to keep going, but I do want to be ready to attack those slavers when I see them again. I'm just not sure if I will see them, or if I should go on to one of these outer rim worlds. So let's explore up this way and maybe go to that outer rim if we have to. We cannot stop moving. Like, we can't go deal with them now. So that's where they are, unfortunately. But we can't do anything about them right now. Otherwise, it will cost us valuable minutes. Let's go get these raw resources and see if we have a win in store for us on this abandoned derelict vessel. It's quiet in here. Too quiet. There was nothing to report with the boarding, but we haven't been given the all clear, which means there's a bug around here somewhere. I see some medical supplies, so that's great, and some food and water. So that's not a terrible haul. I really would like to know where this other bug is, though. I mean, and also, look at the design of these ships so far. I love the new designs that we're seeing. It's a lot harder to find bugs, I'll tell you that much. Okay, so there's obviously, maybe there's an unexplored spot down here. Over here, maybe. Oh, no, we lost Persephone. Oh, dear. Okay, we're out of oxygen. All right, I don't know why I'm not getting... Oh, there it is. There's the bug. Okay, this is bad. This is bad because we have no oxygen left. We actually might lose this team. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. This one bug is killing us. Shoot it, shoot it, shoot it, shoot it. Shoot it with guns. There we go. Okay, and there. Okay, that took forever, and all our people are starting to have oxygen poisoning problems. It got really exciting at the end. Oh, useless. I mean, a bit of food, that's fine, but mostly useless. Let's get it all. Get it all. We got to pick all these carcasses clean. Now, how's our research situation going? We are just about done the chemical refinery. What is this? We have a new Call Me Crazy log. This is good. We got to read through all these and see if this is going to help us, like, find that missing ship or whatever that it keeps talking about. So once that's done, the chemical refinery, then we have fertilizers. You know, we can start making those. Then we need this weapons console, and we need an energy turret. Oh boy, that is so far away. We are basically useless for a long time on this ship. Oh my goodness. I think we have enough. So we're also going to expand. Let's activate this chunk of the ship now, so we can at least move this out of the way and get another engine up, because I don't like that we are not mass supported. That is killing us. I mean, I'm pretty sure it's killing us. Actually, no. You know what's killing us is me as a captain. Oh, no. Oh, no. Okay, are we going to actually lose them? Get up. Get up, Steph. Steph, get up. Wake up, Trinity. Trinity. Stephanie? Oh, crap. All right, Lydia. Draft. Go pick her up. Don't let Steph die. Oh, I see what I've done wrong. I'm an idiot, and I forgot to undraft the ship. Oh, no. Okay, pick up. Pick her up. Okay, and then, yeah, and then bring her over here. Move to drop. Yeah, okay. Steph, hold on. I'm such an idiot. Oh, I'm such an idiot. Annie. Annie. Wait, are we about to lose Steph here? What are you doing? Okay, who's this? Okay, pick up this person. All right, what do we got here? Lydia. I need you to go here. Okay, Lydia. Go over there. Okay, good. Now, Lydia, please pick up Steph here before she dies. And then board. Yeah, board. There we go. Okay, so we've got Lydia now has oxygen and is no longer dying. Annie here. Okay, draft. Pick up. I can't believe how... Oh, I get frustrated. I'm not paying attention, and then I end up leading my crew to a simple death that I could have stopped them from having. We're losing Captain Annie here. High accident rate. Health is 6%. What is her condition here? Major uncomfortable environment, lonely, feeling fatigue, feeling a little hungry, serious health problems, low oxygen. Her oxygen is back up. I think she's going to be fine. So let's undraft this ship and let those folks get home and deal with themselves. Annie's health all but returns basically immediately once she's got that oxygen. Okay, so that was a temporary thing. And now she's back to work. She just hops right back. Captain Annie, I tell you, that she is a real role model for captains out there. Shout out to Captain Annie for her just raw work ethic. My good. And now she's stripping this ship. Captain Annie cannot be stopped. Absolutely amazing. Our chemical refinery has been researched, so we're going to go to new research here, and we are going to start getting ourselves ready to do a little bit of battle. Just a little bit. Just a soupçon. A soupçon of battle is what we want to do. Let's get this chemical refinery. We need 3 tech blocks, so we're still good for now for those kinds of things. This is pretty tight in here. I was really hoping to put it in here, but, like, obviously that's not going to work. We have to put it out there or just, like, find a spot for it and just shove it in somewhere. Let's just shove it in somewheres. Like, I guess that works. No, it doesn't. It's going to leave an empty spot. All right, we can figure it out. We could also do a little bit of, like, finagling here. Like, what if we did 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, hear me out. I feel like, won't that create a bit more space? Why isn't that creating more? Okay, there. All right, let's see that sketch. I mean, come on, that's... Okay, I'm going to activate that sketch because I know it's going to work. That's going to create a bunch more space, I'm pretty sure. So we're going to get that done. Maybe the chemical refinery can go right there. And then we are back in with our fertilizer. Good. All right, so we've got our chemical refinery going up here. I think I have enough materials to get it done. I've had to build a new storage here, and I'm gonna be on the hunt for tech blocks. I think if we want to get both a weapons console, which is probably going to be similar, about 2 tech blocks and 2 infra blocks, so that's fine. 1 soft block, yeah, I got lots of that. But then if I want to actually build the weapons turret, I'm going to need probably a couple of hull blocks, at least 1. And I mean, we'll see what it's turned into now. It could be quite a lot. It could be an insane amount of stuff. I don't know. I just don't know. I have discovered sometimes you really do need to micro this area. This area has become so, like, look how messy my back is. My backside. It's so messy. And as a result, this one airlock was getting full, which means nobody was doing any of the outside work that we need to do because we are burning through energium and energy rods like crazy. Oh, man. I mean, okay, water is doing fine. Fertilizer, like food and everything is stable. Oxygen is stable. That's all good, but it's power that we are running through like crazy. And that's an insane amount of research if I am trying to start doing, like get a power capacity node or a hyperdrive solar panel. Like all that stuff is a ways away for this ship. But hey, at least we have a cozy little, command area where we're eventually going to have our military console go right here. And we are going to take out those slavers and finally get ourselves some good guns and get in this game. Well, we're doing it, unfortunately, just to stay afloat. I am buying a lot of stuff. I'm gonna buy a handgun too, just because you got when you buy groceries, you also want to buy yourself a candy bar. Do you know what I mean? You also want to buy yourself something a little fun to play with. So we're gonna make sure that everybody has a firearm, and I think. Yeah, not everybody is armed to the teeth. I want to make sure people are mostly armed to the teeth on this ship, especially if we're going to start doing some raids. All right, now, I've been microing this area for a little bit, and it has sped up my mining operations and my salvaging operations, and this is definitely the bottleneck to stay on top of. So I'm going to go move item. I'm going to accept all this. I'm going to put it on our new storage, and hopefully somebody will get to it, that means. Although the research is okay. I'm glad they're still doing research. Double research. No, oh, come on. Another successful sector explored. I am going to start by building some more pod hangers. Hod hangers? I keep forgetting what I call them over here so that I can move things over there because I think at some point I definitely need to build another engine. I'm a little concerned, though. I think it'll barely fit. I won't be able to get 2 in here. I'll at least be able to get 1 more. So I need to do a bit more designing on this side. And the other thing that's a bummer is that's going to split up these 2 sides of the ship a little bit. Oh boy. Okay, it's tough. It's tight. It's tough. It's doable. Let's make it happen. Can we jump yet? Or who are we leaving behind? Where's my craft? We've got a craft here. And oh, we're leaving 1 shuttle behind and 1 person. Where's the what? Where's my shuttle? Are you back now? Okay. Oh, you must have just been coming back. I didn't see you. All right, let's move on. We are heading into this upper star system here, and please, please, please tell me that you... Oh, you know what's interesting? We don't have to drop out here. We can just keep going. I think that's new. Please tell me we can find some power around here somewhere. There's a station here. We might be able to trade with them. We're going to go over here and explore what this is. We got some ice, derelict vessel. Okay, let's keep going. We're using up... Oh, we only have 3 hyper jumps left. There we go. It's paid off with some Hyperium. We need this badly. So we're going to drop into this sector. Oh, boy. It's starting to get hard to find resources around here. I mean, we've got that water and gold back there. But the main thing we need right now is... some Hyperium. Energium, I mean. Okay, that's not a bad haul. 11 is not a bad haul. I'm starting to be thankful that I've made myself a slightly easier game here. Apparently, I can't do a harder game than... I remember in that harsh playthrough when we would land and an asteroid would have 1 Energium on it. And just like, oh my goodness. It was sad. It was sad news bears. So I'm looking here, and I'm taking a look at what our options are. Look at this. If we made some steel plates, which we can't yet, but we have the materials for, that's how we can make explosive ammunition, which would actually maybe even be better than energy cells. Steel plates and chemicals are, I think, a little easier to come by than the energy rods I need to use to make energy cells. So I think this is something to keep in mind for the future. But for now, it is simply chemical making time, and then fertilizer making time. Our weapons console is researched. I kind of want to make a missile turret next, because at least we know we can make... Well, no, I need a metal refinery to make that. And to make energy stuff, I can still find this in relatively decent supply. So we're going to do the energy turret first, but it might be a good idea, like down the road, to switch over to that. So let's get our weapons console installed here. 2, 2, and 1. Yeah, so we won't be able to get our weapon up for a little bit, or we're gonna have to disassemble some stuff. So I think that's something that's gonna be the next step. That's gonna be the next step to make sure that we are at least not armed to the teeth, but armed. Like, what's a lower level? Armed to the fingernails? Oh my goodness! It looks like we are being. Oh, they're leaving. Oh, perfect. Okay, well, were they going to drop down here, get some more Energium, and take a look at what this derelict vessel has in store for us? But the slavers are around this sector, and they are definitely looking for at least a half a fight. Hopefully, we can land with the Federation, and hopefully they're mad with each other, and we can replicate that idea of hopefully boarding and taking somebody else's kill. All right, all you poopy pantses, get on board this shuttle. Let's go take a look at these derelict vessels. Okay, right off the bat, this ship is giving us a little bit more stuff. And by stuff, I mean things to shoot. I don't think it's giving us much more stuff. That is definitely something that I'm assuming we're not going to get a lot of, as is the case on these vessels these days. My goodness, it's slim pickings out here in the universe. It's almost like when these ships get destroyed by the bugs, people, like, take a second to pack up first. All right, come on, get that bug. Get that bug. Here we go. We're almost good here. Let's come a little closer. We just need to get this done a little faster, you know what I mean? We're trying to... There we go. We're trying to, like, explore a ship here. We're trying to mine it for all its resources. Oh, don't get Annie injured too much. Here, float back off to here. This is a little cheesy to, like, float out into space, but I mean, you know, I'm not trying to get my people hurt right now, so what do you want? Me to not do cheesy tactics? All right. Oop, an injured bug, probably from me. I assume I did the injuring. Let's just open it. Let's pop that door open real quick. Come on, bug. There you go. Captain Annie will deal with you. We got another bug in here. We still haven't seen haulers, and I am definitely not looking forward to a sector that's full of haulers, but I know it's coming, and I just want to make sure that we are prepared for it. Because right now, man, it's just, you know, it's tough out there. It's slim pickings. And I can say that for the next 65 episodes and show you my deep insecurity about the level of content I'm making here. I was hoping for a few space battles by now, but we can't even get the research done to do a space battle. Okay, see, now that was a fairly, that's great. This is a fairly useful find. This was a great ship. I am glad we landed here. Unfortunately, to batter the high thermal radiation in this sector, I have had to install a whole bunch more thermal regulation units, especially in these areas where, like, people need to work for a while. I mean, we're at 100 degrees in some of these areas. This is like an oven over here. So I definitely don't want the food to spoil. So we've got one coming up here. I've got one in here so that my researchers don't have issues researching, because I think bad environment, like, they're still doing it, but it is researching way slower, so I don't want to do that. Oh my goodness, these are getting low again. Sometimes they forget to do the logistics here, and I assume it's because logistics are overwhelmed, but I mean, this, like, power one seems pretty important. I don't know why they're not, like, maintaining this one, you know, just always. Let's make sure somebody does. We gotta just, like, we just gotta micro that. Let's get Frank on it. Well, we've dropped into another sector here that has a merchant outpost and a human ship, a civilian ship here. We're going to keep going. We're going to keep doing things. They're doing some trade, obviously. I think we could take a look and see if they have anything for us to trade. All of this stuff is valuable, but is it valuable enough to get rid of our precious supplies? One thing I'm trying to do that I think fetches a decent price is I'm trying to make some more plastics here, simply because they sell well and it takes some carbon, which is, you know, we gotta be careful, and a little bit of chemicals. So I feel like this is a fairly simple thing to make and get a lot of value out of, so I'm hoping that works for us. What kind of chemicals do we have right now? We have 2 chemicals. Let's just see what that sells for. What do chemicals sell for? 185, whereas plastic is 368. And so it's only using a piece of that and 1 carbon, which also sells at 16. So we're actually, if you can make plastic, you are getting a lot of value out of that plastic. So I think we should become basically a plastics manufacturer as much as we can. So we can just kind of make sure we always have a good stock of plastic. Then eventually we can make some better guns with it, of course. But really, what I'm trying to do is get this ship shape for some combat. And unfortunately, that is going to need to be in the next episode of Space Haven, as we have been... Oops. Did I want that? I think I wanted that gas scrubber there. Oops. Hang on, I did want that gas scrubber. I don't know why I pressed on that. I was just trying to conclude things here. We need a gas scrubber. It's going to be bad in here if we don't. Okay, yeah, good. Keep building that. Oops. Okay, stop pressing the wrong thing. Hands off the keyboard while I conclude. I hope you found this to be some truly solid content, hanging out with the team, the crew of the HSS Kirby. Big shout out to all the people who are dropping some possible name suggestions here. Green Beef thinks it should be called the Hallway Mark II, or the Hall Mark II. Hall. As you can tell, I like it. As you can tell, I love that idea. I still want this, like, one long corridor down here. I think it's going to be beautiful, and then eventually we're going to get, like, windows when they update the windows. Come on, Axel. And then this is going to be our utility corridor. I don't know. I think that's going to be a good design. It's just we have to get there first. And it feels like we take 1 step back and then 2 steps forward. So we're getting there. Slowly but surely, this ship is getting there. I think this hinges on a successful raid in the next episode. We need to get some weapons up. We need to find some weakened pirates or something. And then we need to get out of here. I think our next move should be to go back down to the star system. Unfortunately, it's a lot of backtracking. Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a lot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, just to get over to this star system. This is how much hyperfuel we have left. So we're going to burn through it pretty quickly here. We need to find hyperfuel quickly. I think we'll go and explore this area. I don't know if we should go off into these tails yet. This tail has certainly not proved to be very useful. There was no hyperfuel at all. So that's tough. So I think if we explore this sector and then we head over to this one, which promises to be abundant in resources, I think that is going to turn out better for us. So we have Captain Annie power up our jump drives, and we get the heck out of this star system. Let's see if we can limp our way to some hyperfuel. That's got to be like the next priority. And then, of course, taking down a big kill. We'll see you all in the next episode of Solid Content and Space Haven. Until then, stay safe in the stars.